Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Yes, I come back with my July bullet journal plan with me video. This video is my first journal setup in 2 months. I do explain a little bit why I didn't make any journal videos in the last video. So if you are interested, please check it out. So without further ado, let's start planning. Prepare your notebooks or drinks and plan my journal with me. My July bullet journal theme is 90s/mixtape, and also I used Memphis pattern in my setup. If you don't know what Memphis is, well, it's a design pattern that appeared in the last century, and the features of this pattern is using squiggles, bright, multicolored objects with a rejection of typical shapes like circles, triangles. As you can see, I drew a mixtape in my cover page and the word July is connected with the magnetic tape. I think this idea is kinda cool because the word and the mixtape were combined so seamlessly. And actually, it is not hard at all to draw the mixtape. It just combined it with multiple rectangles and 2 circles in the middle. Also, I added this is on my mixtape, so it kinda looks like a Spotify playlist, if you know what I mean. Oh yeah, I also tried something new in my cover page. You can see I added a little calendar in my cover page, which I normally don't do in my setup. To fill up the rest of space, I added those Memphis pattern in the cover page. The color scheme is brighter pastel than my mixtape color. Except the individual pattern, I also overlapped the pattern to make it more fun. So I have a little tip here to draw the Memphis pattern, which is to fill the color first and then use your fine liner to outline the patterns. This can prevent your color being smudged and the whole spread will look cleaner. And then I highly recommend you to use drop shadow in this setup. I mean, don't be afraid of adding as much as you want. After adding the drop shadows, the spread looks even more 90s, which is perfect for this film. So in the background, I also added some black zigzag lines, the wavy lines, and the short straight lines to switch things up. And this basically is my cover page. Over the next page is my quote page. I chose a more funny and playful quote, which is "Don't forget to play." And the design language is similar to my cover page. The quote is also wrapped in the magnetic tape, but this time the doodles are in the diagonal shape. The next page is my monthly calendar. Spoiler alert, this is my favorite page among the whole setup. I know I keep saying my favorite in this video because I really like this setup. Or I can say this setup is one of my all-time favorites in my 2021 journal. Okay, let's come back to the setup first. Last month, my calendar is in a table form and I also miscounted the dates. So in this month, I changed a little bit. I used individual boxes in this setup. The grid spacing is 5 by 5, if you're curious. Then for the dates, I used my super tips to draw small circles and fill in the dates. If you want to know what stationery I've used, This setup I mainly use for types of pen, which are my Tombow Fudenosuke brushes, my Crayola super tips for the mixtape, Zebra Mildliner brushes, and the fine liners, especially the Faber Castell Pitt artist pen. Again, I'll link all of my stationery used in my descriptions, so if you are interested, please check it out. I really like the design of the little mixtapes in the Monday to Sunday. It's so cute. And at this point, a tragedy happened. My phone just stopped recording, so I didn't film my calendar title. But you can see I drew a fan shape and then write the words in it. It kinda looks like a neon sign. But actually this situation happened twice. So later my phone also stopped recording again. I don't know what happened with my phone, or it's just a sign to tell me to change my phone, who knows. And at the side is my July goals and notes. Again, the title is the same as the calendar title, but in a white version. And also at the background I added the Memphis patterns. The next page is my mood tracker. I really like the design here. I didn't use black outlines, so I just leave the colors without borders. I really like the fonts of the mood tracker. The extra long flourishings really brings the nostalgic feelings, which is perfect for my 90s film. And then my phone stopped recording again, but I don't know it stops when I'm filming this. So when I realized this situation, I already almost finished the whole tracker. The next page is a decoration page. It doesn't have any functions, but I think it's pretty cool. In this page, I randomly chose some objects from the 90s. I found this quite fun to create because I haven't seen most of the objects. I mean, I do have a Game Boy and the bulky computer when I was young, but the others I'm not sure whether I've seen it or not. But it should be normal if I haven't seen it, because I am a millennial, so yeah, it should be normal. By the way, you can tell me in the comment section below whether you have seen or used these objects or not, or recommend any other objects that you would like me to draw. And this is my jukebox page. I drew a Walkman and used my Pentel brush pen to link the titles and the headphones together. Usually in my jukebox page I would choose some of my favorite songs last month, but I haven't decided which songs I should put into yet, so I just leave it in blank. In the future I will update you guys through my Instagram. So please follow my Instagram if you want to know the latest updates and monthly flip through videos, because I will only do yearly flip through on my YouTube channel. Finally, we are reaching the first weekly spread of July. I chose a kinda square layout for this weekly spread. As usual, my vertical spreads will come into two parts. The upper part is my daily schedules and the bottom part is the priority or important sessions. I really like this design because I can immediately check my important schedules since I seldom use all the spaces provided, so I can visually differentiate the tasks. And also I modify a little bit of my priority section in this weekly spread. I filled it up with colors to match the theme. I really like the bright and pastel color of this pattern. It's really summer and brings so much joy to people. And in the blank space, I wrote a code, stay on track, and drew a bunch of Memphis pattern to finish the setup. And here is my final flip through of my July bullet journal setup. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I do like this setup a lot. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, a share, a comment, and hit the subscribe button. Also, don't forget to follow my socials, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!